Good evening, folks, and welcome to Sable. I have no bias toward this game whatsoever. Don't worry about it. I definitely did not choose this game partially for the bit that my partner's username is Sable. That would be silly. That would be unprofessional, even, maybe. Anyway, let's play this game that I'm totally not biased towards in any way. Yeah, I love empty, empty, and empty. Those are my favorites. Oh my god, I got a screenshot of freaking nothing. Okay, there we go. Turtle, my tired self for some reason thought your eyes were eyebrows that were blinking. Oh. I don't have any of those. Anyway, the biggest thing that actually drew me to this game, years ago, before Sable changed username to being Sable, was the art style, and I'm sure you can see why right away. Look at this, it's so stylish. Also, look, there's a bug. Noctis, you're here. You're in the game. You're in the game. Sable's in the game. I hope there's like a pig in here, or a turtle maybe. I want to see all my friends. Hi. That is a very large face. The ceremony. Use L to move Sable. Alright, Sable, I'm going to move you around. Let me know if anything happens at work. Wait, was I spinning in place? Yeah! Okay. Oh, that's a big hop. Okay. That doesn't do anything. So presumably we don't have whatever that is yet. Sable, I'm spinning in my chair. Ham, yay! Ham says the art style is kinda giving Ico vibes. I can see it. I do need to play those games at some point. On account of being a cultural touchstone and all. I almost said cultural touchstone, and I don't know what that means. Oh my gosh, I can climb the face! I don't think this is what I was supposed to do. But, like, I sure can do it. Alright, either we don't have fall damage, or that wasn't enough fall damage to do anything. We automatically pull up on ledges, that's good to know. I should head back to camp. Nothing! We have no things. Yeah, okay. Everything looks good in there. I love stepping on switches. Press A to jump. Good thing I figured that out. Keep an eye on your stamina. Yeah, with these shoes it's apparently bad. Okay. Can't go through there. There's probably a button up the ladder I have to hit. Or I just go out the... Ooh, we can crouch too. That's nice. Oh my god. This game is already so pretty. Look at that. Bro. I feel like I'm playing a comic book. This rules. Ham, normal door interaction. What, you don't scramble up the door when you can't open it? Turtle, off to the sky, you see in the title, Breath of the Wild. I already played Breath of the Wild. It took like 44 sessions. We're coming up on that in Tears of the Kingdom, by the way. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. Alright, yeah, it doesn't open from this side either. Okay, I think maybe fall damage doesn't exist. That looked pretty heighty. No stamming the sprint. Okay. Stamming? Spamming. Excuse me. I swear I know how language works. Ibex camp. Considering our clothes were labeled Ibexy, I'm guessing this is where our home is. Oh my gosh, creatures. That person had a prosthetic leg. That was cool. I can feel Jati smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-bearing little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I tell Jati that I know, but that it hasn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat, you were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be all right. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward and put those little grasping claws on the handles and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Jati reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. Can you imagine? Just, nah, I don't want to play the game. I hate playing the game. I don't know where to start. Jati's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something, well, let's say as useful as it is fun, I think I might suspect what Jati's saying, but I stay quiet. Turtle, nah, I think Bet is calling. The Sable protagonist says, I'm going to sleep, actually. I don't want to go on my bike adventure. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. But what if I choose the wrong path? Ask Jati what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable. Or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with Bexy, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now, go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you. A compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there. Perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. We need to complete tasks. Okay. I'm glad it shows me where important things are. Sable, partner, says, "Give me advice! Here's my advice. You can do what you want forever." I'm guessing that this person is like our mom or our grandma or something. Or like fills that niche in our life if we don't have, you know, a biological mom kicking around this camp. Ah, prosthetic leg. Hello? Yes? As I approach Hilal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it, with a touch of nerves, for balance. Sable! Take this! Hilal hands me a small, round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth, not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What is this? I try to sound less confused than I am, but I ask Hilal what it is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal that I feel... electricity? Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Sable. Ah, electrode. It's not FF14! Stop it! You stop that! This is a totally different game. This is a much smaller game, I'm sure. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hilal claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yeah? I remember Jotty's words now, and tell Hilal I'll go and see Driss. Ham says, but this game is Sable. There's got to be some FF14 in here somewhere. Perchance. I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is. Maybe we'll see a rabbit somewhere. Like, the like, camp, like, we're called Abexi, so we're clearly, like, supposed to be, like, deer. Hi, Driss. Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful, or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore, or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello! Jotty sent me to speak with you. Did she? What about? I tell him it was about something special, and then make a leading gesture. Slowly, trying to be perfectly cool and confidential. But I can't do it. I'm too keen in the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly maybe have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells it like it's an idea he's just had. Your bike. Yes, of course. Right. Yes, your bike that I was meant to, that I prepared for you because today is your... My gliding, yes. Driss nods along with me. Yes, of course. Right. Yes, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I arranged it for you in a... Well, sort of a tutorial for you. Did you forget? I'm telling you, I didn't forget. I just made different arrangements. Sable does not believe this even for a second. The crossed arms. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. I think about it and find I've never heard that part of the gliding, but Driss does seem earnest. Sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby. A tester if I've ever seen one. What's the bike's name? Driss seems scandalized. That's a bit personal, don't you think? Just sandcutter will do for now. Youngsters these days always asking questions. Now, ride the bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. Alright. Oh, I can feel the clunkiness. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so that's a strafing mode. Interesting. Sable, vroom vroom. Awesome. Where's my Les Garbo bike? A return address who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations. How's your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexpected hissing, small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Everything sounded normal. Well, the sandcutter must like you then. It's usually a little more temperamental with new riders. But you're not even a little bit on fire. Have you already been by Halal? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting the use out of this sandcutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands! And Halal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Halal. Okay, but we already talked to Halal, so we know we need to go over to this big archway. Sable, I'm loving the art style. Ham, I can't believe he gave you a lemon. Don't worry about it. Ham, I love the humor in this, not what I was expecting at all. Honestly, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it. I can feel how much this bike hates people, though. Which is impressive, considering they mostly accomplish this through rattling. Okay. I gotta refill my stamina, but I didn't, like, die, so... No, I was hoping there'd be something hidden in there. Yeah, nothing on the other side either. Okay. Activate the gliding stone at the altar. Let's track that. Okay, so we gotta go a bit further out, actually. I can hear it puttering. Oh, jeez. This is a very pretty environment, though. Puttering garbage bike aside. Hopefully the bike that I'm supposed to be getting for my coming of age trek across the land, I think, is what we're going with here. Hopefully it will be at least a little faster than this. Because if I'm stuck with this one, I'm going to be very sad. Like, I presume we're just going to have this slow one for the tutorial stuff, you know? Are we there yet? We're close. Sable putters sadly. Oh no, girl, it's okay. Oh no, Sable, it's okay. Where the heck is the altar? Am I lost already? That would be so sad. Do I gotta like climb up some stuff maybe? Probably gotta climb up some stuff. Oh my gosh, do we have 2 moons? That's cool. Okay. What if I jump and start my climb on a lower part of the wall? Have I done it? Have I achieved? No. Oh, almost made it. Dang it. Okay. There is, like, clearly some other way I meant to do this. Sable says it might be on the other side of the mountain. Yeah, probably. Alright, let's putter around to the other side. Things over here look kind of altar-y. Yeah, this looks a lot more climbable. Alright, stay there, Garbo Bike. I'll be back. Since we can actually make these climbs... Oh, camera. I guess we're going the right way. Look at that. It's so cool. Awesome. I get to do trials. Oh! Oh my. Alright, no one's been in this altar for a while, I suppose. Ham. Ooh. Right? Like, that's this whole game. Ooh. Ah. Oh, wow. I'm, like, really enjoying the mix of tech. It's, like, high-tech, but it's, like, a low version of high-tech. It's like old Star Wars, you know? That's the vibe I'm getting, and I really enjoy that. The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid? Exhilarated? Or maybe it feels right. I am ready for Rohana to know me. I am ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Sable says used future. Yes, used future! I love the used future aesthetic. Like, sleek futures are cool. but used futures feel lived in a way that's just kind of comforting. Imprisoned in the orb. Sayonara suckers. I rev up my motorcycle and when the dust clears, I'm dead on the pavement. Sable. Oog colors. Yeah, the way the color filled the whole scene was incredible just then. Game Sable, are you alive? Alright, she's alive. Let's go. Show him all the activated stuff. Gliding! Oh, let's go. And we combine that with climbing. Okay, so we have motorcycle and parkour. I like it. I like it. I like what we're doing here. I was wondering how we were gonna get out. Ham. Whoa, bubble. Sable. Orb jump. Hello, cool statue. Everything in this game is just so, like, I want it in my brain. Oh my gosh, hello. You weren't here before. Did my communing with, the god, I guess, of the shrine let me see you? That's cool. Chum egg. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. Okay, we've got a chum egg. I don't know what we're going to be doing with those. Sable says noodle. Bnui. That was a bit longer of a fall than I thought. Let's go back to camp. On our puttering little thing. I'm surprised that did not make the bike shatter immediately. Ham, why are you posting that tube with big wet eyes? Turtle, the bike is too grumpy to break. You know what? You're right. It's one of those, like, pieces of tech that's, like, really stubborn, but that goes both for using it and for anything that could possibly break it. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to process that chum egg, I guess. That's fair. I'm also not sure how to process the chum egg. Oh, yo, are you a friend of ours in town? Hello. I hope we're friends anyway. How is it that Saima manages to contain so much chaos and verve in so small a form? Even now, there is something troublesome being dreamed up behind that mask, I know it. Ah, the town troublemaker. Ibexi red dye. The dye bottle for the colors of the Ibexi red bike. Cool. I wonder if I got that earlier than I was supposed to. Hello, look what I got! Rock that make me float! When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Safe, like a warm hug. I tell Hilal that I feel almost embraced by the Perpetual, warm and safe in my own little bubble. They swoon. Oh, that's such a nice way of describing it. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling, just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might have never come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. I tell Hilal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes a really serious focus. Hilal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret in it. Oh, is that how you lost your leg? I'm so sorry. And I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, I think about that, but decide that there is already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the Perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice? Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I thank Halal for their advice and for their help. And I tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance all in one. I say goodbye to Halal. Before I go, Halal gestures toward the tower. It seems Ciso wants to see me before I leave the clan. Alright. Sable, get yourself a friend who will throw themselves into chasms for you. Let me do it for you. Throws myself into a chasm. Awesome, I got some pocket money. Jotty greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. What was your gliding like? I asked Jotty about her gliding. Tell you what, I'll tell you when you get back. I cross my arms in protest. Pout all you want, I don't want to spoil any surprises. She lowers her voice to a whisper. But I did meet some crystal farmers once. Crystal farmers? And that's all I'll say about that. You should get going. Dang, setting me up to see some cool stuff. I like this, like, drink thing. Container. I like the little jars. I like that it seems to have, like, multiple spouts. That's really fun. This is a very cool setting. Hi. As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Ilaria. Does she need help? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine, and I'll get her. I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Oh, yep, I see. Okay. Yeah, such a cool transparency effect on the bottle, right? Oh my gosh, this game is just delightful to look at. I can't wait to get my cool bike and zip around on it. More pocket money. Hey. Ciso is an outclimber to the Abexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall, and I think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their posts, and by their training and their code must go to where they are needed. But Ciso has been among us so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. And as far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception among the other clans that the Abexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Abexi versus outcliners is just some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us, and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Ciso did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Excited for my bike! Ciso has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days. And I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jody told me how excited you were. Ciso sniffs. She also told me Dries would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... I knew it! What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Dries for his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. Shouldn't Dries do it? I'm gonna make my own? I asked Izzo if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you are not going to make your hoverbike. You are going to build your own hoverbike. What's the difference? To make suggests you are creating something, but your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Izzo hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. I ask Ciso where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships and fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find another up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon. And another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. Do most gliders make their own bikes? I asked Ciso if most gliders really make their own bikes. Only the lucky ones. I tell Ciso I'll see her soon, and head off in search of the components. Together we will create something new out of the old. Okay. Press RB to use the navigator to mark interesting landmarks. You can add and remove markers. It's out there somewhere. Okay. Sable, I'm heading back. Love you, have fun with the stream. Love you too! Good luck dealing with guests. Ham says, have a good time at work, Sable. Also, whoa, gnarly. Right? We get to make a hover bike. Who's over here? Other than the child. Like, there's a whole second person. Hilaria. The balloon was more fun than the person in it. I approached the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. Jordan. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? She really is. I nod enthusiastically. It really is an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off of one. Best not to ask right now. Well, good to meet you. And oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you've come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. Do I need a map? Ask the cartographer if I need one. Do stag beetles like figs? I have no idea, but contextually, I assume the answer is yes. If you're leaving on your gliding, Sable, you'll definitely need a map with a euro at least, and I'll sell you one for only 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty pockets. I tell Jordan I'll be back. I'll need to ask Johnny for some money. Farewell, child. Can I have a map, please? Or money to buy a map? I tell Johnny that the cartographer wants 50 cuts for a map of the ewer. I try to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether it's too much, not enough, or precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Good lord, Johnny! Use it mostly wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Johnny effusively and head out on my way. Yeah, let's do that while we're thinking about it. Me and Sable both. And then we'll grab parts for bike. "60 says, what's this? This isn't a bunny." Yeah, you just missed Sable. Went back to work. No, this is Sable the game. We're gonna be building our own hover bike. I'll buy that map. Perfect, let's trade then. I thank Jordan for the ewer map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Short. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you. From Hakoa to the Sonic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. You've unlocked a piece of the map. You can navigate to the map screen and pause. Once you've visited a place, you can fast travel using the map screen. Your hover bike will travel with you. Oh, nice. Once I get it, anyway. And by get, well, let's just say build. Right, okay, that's the dam. There's a ship somewhere we can investigate. Okay, the ship is not far. Comparatively. $60 orb. Yeah, we just unlocked the hover orb. It's like Magiscience. I don't entirely know yet. But yeah, right now we're looking for parts to build our own hover bike so that we can set out into the world to figure out what we want to do with our life, and also as a coming of age thing. but the guy who was supposed to build our bike, for Gore, because it was supposed to be a whole thing. Anyway, we're all oohing and awing over the used future aesthetic. There's nothing of use to be found in the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright. Let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay. When I push this orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, on Rona's mask. Not that hard! You have torn it out! Suddenly, the speakers are filled with static, and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering? It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist's notes. A long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, Toma? The one you just ripped out? We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Well. I suppose we know why this is here now. Oh, okay. This is a big world. I understand. Ham. Oof. Yeah, those guys did not make it. Even a little bit. Oh, hey. Are you looking for a calibrator? I am immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never! Never! She never fails to get me. Oh my god! 60. Oh, this character thinks in Times New Roman. Yeah, that's the Sable. May I please have it? I decide to be gentle, and I ask her, may I please have it? May I please have it? She mimics me terribly, all high and screechy. Despite my best efforts, I seethe. Oh, well, too bad. Maybe you'll find it on your own, but I don't think so. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for still standing tall before Saima. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. TG, Sable lore dropped. She thinks in Times New Roman. Noctis is here too? Noctis is here too. There was a beetle, like, crawling around in, like, the intro. And I was like, oh boy, it's Noctis. But I didn't realize I would have to collect more Noctis. Hopefully I won't have to collect too many beetle, but this child seems rotten, so there's probably going to be, like, a lot, actually. This looks like a place to customize a bike. The garbage bike, I don't want to... Are you stacking on each other? Hi, do you know where I can find bugs for a horrible child? Umar is a man of few words, and he's nothing if not consistent. Okay, so I guess you will not tell me where bugs are. $60. Pharrell, the Umber, the game. But where are all the furries? Well, I'm playing the game, so jot that down. That's right, the last one did have like the same sort of used feature aesthetic, didn't it? Oh, it was so cool. Well, no, actually that was the one before. That was like a couple years ago. Last time was Somna, that's right. The sleepy time one. I said jot that down, and 60 has an emote just for jotting things down. Perfect. You never fail me. I need to stop trying to use the garbage bike. It's town. It's fine. 62 ago. Yeah. Yay, remembered. Yay. I'm glad they put those maps up to explore. Hey, do you know where I can find bugs for horrible children? Though? Do you know where I can find bugs? Logging in. Hello, Sable. Unread messages. 0. Have a good day. Okay. I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Sima. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it, and then you can sneak up and grab it. It's so strange being called that. I tell Jotty how strange it is being called Glider instead of Sable or even Clanchild. Just trying to get you used to it. She seems to really like it, and maybe I like it too. My little glider. Okay, good news. Only 3 beetles. Bad news. Which way is east? That's west. Is that the beetles? That must be why it's marked. Damn, could be beetles. Okay, good. We are heading toward the beetles. I read the news today over. $60. This minimal HUD sure is minimal. Honestly, I do like it. Damn, this is good news. Oh? Good news, you say? Can we finally be bees? Will we live for 30 years? Anyone who's not in on meme culture is not gonna have any idea what the heck we're talking about. Oh my gosh, a chum! Chum egg! I still don't know what these do. By the way. Ugh, old engine parts. I think I heard something I woo in the distance. I'm so glad I'm in this game too. Burped. Him. Why does that creature? Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about the chums. Okay, incorrect direction. Did this used to be a bus or something? Maybe a plane? Okay, I see beetles. Where are those seeds? Something about plants. Like these? Are these the plants? No, they're mad. Okay. Beetle detour. Do I have to climb higher for the seeds? Oh, another jump. Not what I was coming over here for, but thank you, I think. Two beetles. We got an achievement for beetle. Look, I'm walking away. Gotcha. Extra beetle. Just in case. She likes to play in the cave underneath camp. Ham says, now bring them to Beetle. I don't think he's in this one. Alright, now that's like the creatures. That's like the livestock. You need to go this way. You got your bugs, you little critter. I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Simon the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry? What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you're never coming back! There. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. There's been a letter here and there, but it is always to us rather than to me. I'm not bitter, but I hope to not be like that. Please don't go! I tell Simon not to worry, that I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I am not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. Then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Aww. 60. Oog. Flash travel fast flashbang. I'm sorry that the screen turns white. I don't know if there's a way to alter that. Do I still have the, like, remaining beetle in my pocket? I do. Funny. I just want to hear him say, thank you. Let me see. Thank you! I don't know if I dragged the A out enough. Alright, there's definitely something over there. Where is the garbage bike? Ham says perfect. 10 out of 10. No notes. Aw, thank you. Ah, there it is. Come on, garbage bike. God, it's puttering and sputtering so much. Okay, I can't jump up the ladder. No Zelda tricks. Gotta climb it correctly. Oh! I scared the birds. Noctis. Okay, so when I made my first comment, I was at a cafe with bad Wi-Fi, so I couldn't hear you until now, but hi! Again. Oh, that's okay. My mic was not being detected. So... you wouldn't have heard me anyway. But I did think your joke was very funny. And said, why do you think I called the stream this? I hope this glowy thing is the thing I need, but if not, I guess I can put it in the identically glowing thing next to it. Awesome, I hope I don't have to catch more beetles for that child. Noctis says, jokes aside, this game looks cool, right? I just want to, like, keep looking at it. Good thing I'm going to be playing it for 3 hours every Saturday until I finish. But, like, you know what I mean. I want to, like, sit and look at it. I just want to be like, ooh, ah, wow, at, like, everything. Looks like there's some stuff that's climbable back here. Maybe we'll find another chum. I wonder if I'll get anything that gives me, like, better stamina later down the line. That'd be nice. Definitely sounds like something is shifting and shuffling out there. Ham says, you need to find the lizards with the white tails. Ah, yes, of course. I need to eat the only living things in the world to become strong. Ham, I'm clarifying that this is indeed a Shadow of the Colossus reference. Oh, look, we found another chum. Hi! Bizarre freaking thing. I'm glad my bubble doesn't seem to run out. What is all this? Ah, money. Thank you. I'm glad I got $20? $2? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how superfluous the zeros are yet. So it definitely feels like this game will reward my habit of sticking my nose into every corner. Which is great, because I have a very long snoot. Alright, last thing is over there, to the south. Come on, garbage bike, let's go. Alright, it's that way. Ooh, there was a butterfly on the plant. That was cute. I suppose the question is getting up there, isn't it? Looks like there's some lower platforms we start on. From the feel of things, I can't imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of combat in this game. It's probably all gonna be like puzzles and dialogue choices and exploration. Alright, this looks like a good starting spot. Wait for me, garbage bike. Oh, just barely. Goodness gracious. Hello, birds. This looks like it might not be the way forward. Unless we gotta go, like, out and around. Maybe. Ah, wait. No, here we go. The vines will tell us. We're almost there. Hey, birds. All right. We've got all the parts we need. Oh, this looks important. Cuts. A cache of 100 cuts, made from metal harvested from crashed ships. They have holes punched through the middle, where a rope can be slid through for easy and convenient transportation. Awesome! I have $33, I think. Where'd I park? There. Alright, let's head back to camp. This game is so pretty still. I'm not over how pretty this game is. I can hear something rattling and choking in there. Stop. At least let me park first, dang it. Okay. Thank you. I hope I don't have to use you again. I return to Caesar with the parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I'm ready. Let's go! I feel like we've explored pretty thoroughly, so let's get on to it. I knew it! Cecil relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Cecil is in her element. I wonder if it's this way for all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together. Not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Okay, not this button. And am I going up here with you? I'm going up here with you. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not up here? Okay, the parts are over here. Alright, here's the wings. Not what I wanted. The booster. And the front. Oh boy. How are we doing? Listen. Cecil tilts her head for a moment, leaning closer to Simoon. All at once I know the hoverbike's name. Simoon. I say it in a whisper to let Cecil know. Simoon. Simoon. Well done, Sable. Does she want to go with me? She does, clan child. Simoon has a wandering spirit. Like you, I think. I tell Simoon that I am eager to get to know her better, and Cecil looks quite proudly at the both of us. You are ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Cecil is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding, show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Cecil twice for good measure and give a bow. I am ready. Hi, buddy. We're gonna become great friends. Alright, let's go talk to our mentor in town. We'll say our goodbyes to everybody, and then the game will open up, baby. I return to Jotty with a new lightness, and it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Cecil gave it to me. I tell Jotty that Cecil gave me the badge. Then he must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mask caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mask caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you've got 3 you like, you can trade it in for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. How? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now. The tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there's only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask and go. There are things I wish to convey to Jati here. Depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. But before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with a traditional Ibeksi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clan child of the Ibeksi. You will simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. And I am ready. Thank you! Thank you for everything! I'm gonna cry. Alright. Let's go through the face. Damn, this game got me tearing up all of a sudden, right? The dialogue is pretty good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I like the way it's balancing its humor with its sincerity. You know? Oh my gosh, the door's open. Ready for me now, I guess. Alright, let's walk through the face. Yo! I thought the mouth would open. That was way cooler. Alright, looks like a little bit of puzzle platforming to get our new face. '60 says, welcome to the Glider Temple. So, Sable the game? Hi, do I need to do anything with you, or are you just here to be cool decoration? Okay, you're a cool decoration. Oh, button. Hit button. Okay. Now we gotta hit other button. These are fascinating. People who came before, perhaps. Well, not literally, but representative of. You know what I mean. I love that even, like, the daylight is kind of dimmed in this area. Just to show off the indoorsness of it. Indoorsness? I'm inventing words today! And you all get to come along for the journey. Actually, I played Journey already. Some of you might have been here for that. Oh, camera. Like, so far, the camera does a little weird things every now and then, and it's my only complaint. But it also mostly seems to be in closed-off areas like this. Like, it was definitely built with the open world in mind first, and, you know, it's fair that there will be some issues, I suppose. Alright, button for me! Is there another button? Ah, yes, there's a third button over there. 60. I feel like the game got really desaturated all of a sudden. Yeah, it's because we're inside a temple. Once we're outside and in the natural light, then we will have all our vibrant colors again. It's to set the mood. "60 says, no, I mean in the middle of the temple, it lost color after you hit the first button." Yeah, I think that is part of... I think that's intended, dude. This is what I'm saying. It's so that the color in this scene pops better, see? You gotta trust. You gotta let it feel out. You know? Alright, let's go get our new face. Alright, return to camp. We did it. We got our face. Ham says, oh, Bunny didn't ask. I think it might be a deer of some kind. If there is, like, a bunny proper, though, I will be very excited. For normal reasons. 60. Ibex? Yeah, it's the Ibexi clan. That's been the whole thing. Like, see? As we're exiting, natural light is coming through and the colors are coming back. It's fine. It's just, like, shadows desaturating. It's part of the mood. See? Colors are back. They're a little darker, because it's nighttime. But, you know. I hope everyone's ready to stay up till 12 a.m. for my ceremony where I take my bike and drive away. I guess I just really wanted it to be a bunny. I know, me too. It would be perfect. For reasons specific to us. Hi. Logging in. Hello, Sable. Jotty's voice echoes strongly through the machine, yet it still warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey that must begin alone. There is a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I am grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, and so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends. You are not without family. You are not without love. These things you will always carry with you, as you do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. There the machinist at Burnt Oak Station, and among Cizo's closest friends. Utari's a good contact to have on one's gliding. And a fine way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion, though. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned to the Ewer. So keep an eye on the post boxes, and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath, and I forget that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. Off we go. The world yelled back at me. Oh no, that's my bike! Let's put our stuff on. Yeah, there we go. We're ready now. Oh, this already feels better than the garbage bike. Yo! It's so pretty! What the heck? Yeah, sure, let's grab that. Why not? 60. Now this is pod racing. I don't know where I'm going. Immediately checks my map. Okay, we want to be heading north. Are we doing it yet? No, we're going west. Are we doing it yet? You know what? Close enough. Ham. Oh, the music! Right? Oh my gosh. Like, the tutorial stuff felt kind of long, but I understand why. What a start. The Dunbone, the Ewer, the Wind Tower, Burnt Oak Station. I wonder if anyone's up there. Like, not to immediately jump off of my bike, but... Oh, there's a chum. There's a chum. I think I tried to say chum like cyberpunk. Like, what? Completely wrong game. Goodness gracious. Awesome, we have 5 of them now. Right, we were going... this way. Yes. The sign is helpfully pointing. Let's go! Woo! Oh, yes! Oh, that was so cool! Oh my! Oh, going. Okay, we're good, we're good. It's fine. Is that burnt oak already? $60. Map unlocking column? Nah, just follow the sign. Nah, see, you're thinking of the wrong game. We buy things from map makers here, like in the old days. Angler hut? There's fishing in this game? Hey? Hello. More than once, the moon has slowed over a dune without my asking, or taken an unexpected but gentle curve around an invisible something, and I wondered if she's drawing from a memory of a time before. But lately I've wondered if she's turning into another different flow altogether. The movements of tuning into another different flow altogether. The movement of fish as they swim beneath the sands. I approach the angler with this in mind, and think how interesting it must be to find one's calling in fishing, and reaching out for things one cannot see. Might even teach me some patience. Hello there, Glider. What can I do for you? What do I want to talk about? I'd like to learn to fish? The angler nods. Fancy the angler mask, eh? I'll be more patient than some of these gliders. I'm working on that. I'm certain he smirks. Well, either way, the first thing you need is a fishing rod, and I'll give you one of my old ones. Good for a trainee. Take this. Damn, you need a roll cage on that thing. Nah, it's fine. Simoon is fine. You can use this to cast off anywhere you can find some sand. Anywhere? Anywhere. Whether you get a bite or not will be another matter, but that's the trick of being an angler. Feeling it out. I nod. So if you want to earn the mask, that's how you do it. I'm not here to waste your time if you're not here to waste mine. For your first badge, all I'll need to see is some fish from right here in Sandsea. Bring me a bellow guppy, a pebble eye, and a pillfish, and we're good. And remember, every species has its own habitat, so you'll have to search around to find where they live. But word to the wise, lots of fish survive by nibbling on the roots of plants. That should give you a place to start. I thank him and depart. Good luck out there. Thank you, Yoshi. Alright, so we've got like a collection minigame thing going already. If this is Sandsea, like this whole like area, it's quite large. 60. You got the old rod. I hope it catches more than just Magikarp. Me too. But we'll see. Maybe we'll dedicate a day to fishing once we've got some stuff mapped out, you know? Yeah, let's step away from the bike a little bit. They said he said near plants. Ah, it's like this. A dopey dart. Found across Sandsea, these goofy-looking fish are extremely quick but remarkably unintelligent. A bland but nutritious offering on plates across Midden. Awesome fish. Not one of the ones that he wanted, but we got it. I wonder if we can get another kind of fish. Or if it's all going to be dart. Oh, you're a fast one, ain't you? Oh, there's a bellow guppy. It pulses its way through the sands using an air propulsion system that grows at the end of its tail. When frightened, the force of propulsion can cause the bellow to drop off, leaving the fish stranded. Alright, we'll do one more. And then continue our quest. I love that the fish had the cartoony X eyes. Goofy game. Everything in this game is screenshotable and pretty and cool. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. You're not going nowhere. Nope, it's another dart. Okay. That's enough fishing for now. There's a whole game to explore. I got a little sidetracked, I think. Yeah, okay, we need to turn around a bit. Let's go! Yahoo! Yippee! Ham says, so calm and peaceful. It's really nice. Honestly, once I'm done playing this game, like, story-wise and stream-wise, I might just come back to it to run around the desert. Hey, hang on. Are there new kinds of fish here? Look at this. I'm already getting distracted. There's like plants and like bones here. There's gotta be something, right? Come here. Come here. Ah, another bellow guppy. Okay. Right. We can't just stop and fish everywhere. Yet. $60. Porn to fish, cursed to glide. No, I love gliding! Yippee yay yahoo yay yay yay! That looks like it could feasibly be called burnt oak, don't you think? What do you mean I can't read the sign on my bike? Silly. The Dunboyne, the wind tower, chums is scrawled across the sign. Ekria. Hi, is this Burnt Oak Station? I fell, excuse me. Can I park here? Yeah, we made it. Our first major destination reached. Oh, physics are happening. Hello? Are they sleeping? It is a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. As I looked toward my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler exploring strange forbidden places and finding strange forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of the work. Greetings, glider. Name's Alton. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? It's been known to happen. Good, good. Alton leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. Ham. Nice 360 spin. Tony Hawk trick jingle. Oh my gosh, I was so bad at those games as a kid. I could not do it. Maybe I'd be better now. I don't know. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it enough. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you out there already doing basically nothing? Alton chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just lying around. I would die! Might be easier. I joke that it might be an easier life to find a big warm rock and stare up into infinity, resting my way through a glide. He snorts, amused. but I can tell the idea of an extended nap is one he finds inviting. Perhaps I do too? Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one. Yeah, it's a bit complex. I tell him I'm ready. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. What sort of scrap? Ask Elton what sort of scrap he'd like. All of it. Big scrap, little scrap, medium-sized scrap. If it's made of metal and it's too busted up for anything else, I want it. Think you can handle that? I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore and that I'll return with everything I find. I say goodbye. Awesome! We get to pick stuff up off the floor. My favorite part of new Pokemon games. You may think I'm joking, but I'm genuinely glad that I can find things off the floor just anywhere. It's great. It's good design. I love running around and picking up sparkly objects. Right, there was someone specific we were... Oh, parking up here. I'm silly. Let me go get my bike and park it correctly. Girl, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just leave you out here. Look, I'm parked. Narrow stalk fig. Undoubtedly my favorite fruit. The first thing I would ask for when we passed traveling merchants with the Abaxi. Oh my gosh, we got her favorite treat, you guys! Sortable Shelf says, hi, not staying very long, not feeling my best, just wanted to pop in for a little. No worries. Good to have you. What's got you feeling down, if I may ask? It's alright if I may not ask. And if you need to just leave the stream running in the background, that's fine too. The machinist looks me over. You're late. I'm perfectly on time. No. I tell them yes. They at least consider it. No, you are late. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember the times I've been late among the Abaxi, things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them. My name is Yutari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Cizo. I ask then if Cizo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases along my gliding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago and felt the shape of its voice. Of her voice, sorry. I tell Utari that it was not Simoon they heard, for Cizo and I only built her a few days hence. They wave their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Cizo teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have. And yours I thought would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Sortable. I'm just in pain. Didn't sleep the best last night. And I guess I slept in a position that hurt my neck, so it's sore right now. I hate doing that. I'm so sorry, dude. I know there are, like, stretches you can do to help with that, but it's a lot of waving your arms, I think. It's all connected, you know. Your neck, your shoulders, your arms, blah, 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 blah. Definitely not setting the controller down to do that right now. But, yeah, I hope the pain goes away soon. Make sure you're, you know, getting plenty to drink, eating something before you take any painkillers. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself, but you and Simoon came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. I ask Utari if they know what I seek. I omit that I might not. A direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. I say goodbye to Utari. A stubborn snag. Right. That's way out there. What do you mean? Whatever, I'm gonna look around town. Hello! The mask caster sits, unmoving, silent. I can't tell if the mask caster is moving or human or something else. I've heard about mask casters and stories about glidings before. Gliders should collect 3 badges of a set and bring them to the caster from whom the mask shall be cast. I should look for more badges. I leave. Incredible. Alright, so look out for tents like this whenever we do enough quests. Good to know. Sortable says thank you. Hopefully shouldn't take too long to get better, but it sucks. Doing what I can to take care of it. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I hate when that happens. It's like, what did I do wrong? What do you mean there's a wrong way to sleep? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, big bug! Glider, welcome. Come view my wares. That's a big beetle! He's a big boy, Fred. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's a soppy fella. Loves to snuggle. Won't help you much if a worm attacks, but he can pull anything through a sand drift without any struggle. See you soon. What do you have? Have a gander at my goods. Ooh. 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 Ooh, I could customize my bike. Ooh. But I don't know which parts are good or not, so like... Tell me about this camp. This is one of many beetle tent stations around Meaden, named after that big old burnt tree over there. Not sure what species an oak is, mind. There's plenty of characters passed through here. They're all worth a bother if you're on your gliding. Never know what badges and masks you might pick up. Don't be shy. Chat to the tent owners, interrogate the machinists, and any other people you see around. There's also the scrapper's yard just below the big crane over there. There's a lazy scrapper down there who will make finding scraps worth your time. Where can I get a merchant badge? Merchants aren't liable to just give out badges freely. Your best bet there is to head to Ecria. There's a big market in town there. Worth trying to find Aria's attention if you want to get yourself some merchant's badges. Be careful how you do it, mind. She's not the friendliest customer. Alright, that was a lot of good info. Looks like a spot to sleep. The guard before me stands tall, her posture shaped by duty, uniform weathered by years. Hello there, young glider. I'm nearly startled by the force of her greeting, but her voice is comforting somehow. Warm and welcoming. I greet her with the accidental enthusiasm of a traveler finding a friend. She smiles behind the mask, I think. Always nice to meet a fellow adventurer, especially now. How are you faring so far? I need sleep. The world is very big and I feel very small. You say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder, the size of it all? That you could spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see. I think about the balled up fabric and smooth that rock that will make my next pillow and many to come. My neck aches faintly at the thought of how many nights I'll spend this way. It's possible I'm romanticizing it a little. You see, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. She reads the confusion in my silence. Did no one tell me of the second gliding? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see the world again and how it's changed. I'm an Ecrine guard, you see, or I was an Ecrine guard. As of 3 days ago, I am officially retired. You should have seen the way the others looked at me. There's a laugh in her voice. All of them were so baffled to see me go, telling me how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them even felt sorry for me, like, what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? I try to, but I could barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. I shake my head. I said, thank you for all the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades that I'll wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead, and I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong. I've loved my work. I've even loved the noise and the trouble of Ecria. But I've spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore. Her glee is infectious. I ask where she'd like to go. I'm heading to the Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it yourself. You want the northern Badlands, southwest of here? I nod, trying to keep the directions in mind, and Elizabeth gives me a little tap. Maybe I'll see you up there. Oh, bye! Just gone. Freaking vanished. I got an achievement for yapping. Awesome. I meet Aoife, the innkeeper of the camp. What can I do for you? Do you have any tasks that need doing? Aoife shouts, larval husks! I repeat the words back to her as a clarification. She nods. I need some larval husks. They're... How much do you know about beetles? Turtle. Bridge of the Betrayed is beautiful this time of year. Apparently! A little bit. Well, not sure if this is part of that little bit, but larval husks are what gets left behind when the beetle larvae grow. Beautiful. Really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful if you could collect some for me. The type I'm looking for are Hercules beetles. You won't need to go far, but the nest is guarded by the mother beetle. You're going to have to find a way to get past her. I tell her I'll do my best. Anything else I can help you with? No. I'm not even allowed to stay at the inn. Awesome. Funny. How far is not far? That's kind of far, man. Will I do all these quests? Absolutely. But also, oh my god. Chum. Hey, Chum. Turtle says, not far at all. Only just 5 years away. Only 5, of course. Are you someone I can talk to, or are you just chilling? You're just chilling. Okay. Okay, let's see. What direction am I facing? North. Okay. If it's gonna be beetle time, we have to go south. Which is the other way. We were also advised to watch the sky for more cartographer balloons. And that'll be a big help, I think. Because we can't fast travel without the balloons. What a pretty game, though. At least I don't think we can fast travel without it. Oh, never mind. As long as we've been there, we can fast travel. The map just makes it, easier, I suppose. Okay. We're gonna swing by the angler hut on our way down, it looks like. Ooh, there's like a pretty arch there. Woo! I need to look up what bike parts are good. Because, like, the scrapper bike parts look pricey. I don't know if that means they're better. Or if they're just more expensive. You know? I don't know how much money there is in this game, and I don't want to steer Sable wrong. Big Chum? Chum Layer? Hi, Upon seeing the frankly humongous chum holding up the remains of an ancient stone tower, I nearly jump out of my skin. Before I collect myself, I hear a voice cooing in my head. Ah, hello, wanderer. Please don't be frightened. The giant chum cocks its head at me and chirps. Are you talking to me? I realize as I ask that this question is for my own benefit. Sortable. This is the first time I'm seeing or hearing about this game, and its art style is really nice. Right? It's so pretty. I don't actually remember where I heard about it, but I only acquired it very recently, I think. I'll check later. It's not important right now. I am talking to you as much as I'm able to talk, and you're able to perceive my thoughts. But I assure you I am as real as you are. I hear you are carrying some of my children. I can feel the eggs squirming in my satchel at their mention. I relax suddenly, comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old and vast, like the desert. I mouth the syllables as it chirps silently. Sable! How beautiful. I don't have a name as such, but I am the queen of the chums. You may call me Queen Chum or Chum Queen, as you prefer. Ham says, what a creature. What a cute creature, right? I bow my head politely. It's an honor to meet you. The queen seems surprised by my formality. Oh my, you're such a proper little human. Well, you being here feels very lucky indeed. Perhaps you could help us. Our eggs are scattered throughout the deserts, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I will be able to give you something for your favor. My answer comes without hesitation, a big yes. You're a kind little slug, aren't you? I think I'm going to like you, Sable. To start things off, bring me 5 eggs. I have them with me already. You've been busy. So many of us together already. Excellent work, young Sable. Oh my god, the little cheer! That was so cute! The queen coos at me while her gentle voice resonates in my head. Oh, how fortunate for you to have taken an interest in us. I find myself smiling at this magnanimous compliment. You're a rare specimen in this age. Tear? Tears of the Chum. Chum Queen Tear. Ma'am, why are you wiggling at me? Oh, okay. Hey, Ham, remember when you were joking about the lizards? To increase our strength? We're not eating them, we're simply taking them home. Ham says, oh gee, it's true. Also that this game understands the joy of funny critters. True. Well, now you've gotten me all emotional. Lucky for you, the tears of a chum carry great power. But I suggest you keep that information to yourself. I nod solemnly, sparing her any elaboration on her suggestion. The tear feels like a gift. I feel stronger. More resilient. Bring me 15 next! Ma'am! I imagine that, like, this place will open up as I find more as well. That was cool. It was worth coming out here. And it's on the map. Bugs. We're looking for the bugs. I do wish that the game had, like, a separate system for prioritizing main versus not main quests, but whatever. We make do. Where were we going? Okay, we gotta tuck in a little more. Yeah, like that. Sorry for stopping immediately on seeing a weird cactus. Turtle, thanks for the 3 eggs. Now bring me 1,000. Real! That's like 3 times as many, girl. Ah, it's just another bellow guppy. Come back. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Alright, I guess we figured out which one's a Magikarp. Don't lose your bike. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. Well, I am riding it, so... Alright, so I do want to clean up quests, like, as I get them. Maybe with the exception of the fishing, because I don't know all the fish habitats. I just don't want my quest log to get super, super full. This is where the bugs are? Dang, swanky. Huh? That was weird. Okay, we're fine though. Alright, let's at least park out front, you know? Hercules beetle nest. Damn, looks like it had to load everything in, including me. Alright, we got some cash. I'm not trying to call my bike. You're chittering. Further up, maybe. Oh, hello, bike. Sorry if it seems like I'm taking things, like, agonizingly slowly. My controller is, like, gently rumbling. And I'm worried that means there's creatures about. Is this one? I don't actually know where the beetle is. I swear I am not trying to call the bike all those times. Turtle, there is no need to worry about any creature. They're onto us. Scatter! Is that the big beetle? That's for you. Bye. Oh, I can fish in here. Oh, that's something. Eh, maybe not. Hi, can I have this? These ones are alive, so I don't need those. I just need the husks. Just need the molt. Hi, any molted recently? Ah, there's one. This is just really fascinating to explore, to be honest. Excellent. Ah, I see. Why do you have a skeleton next to you? Spare. Spare husk for me. Okay. I should stop trying to fish in here. $20? Last one had 100. Whatever. Ham says skeletons. Probably fun. You know what? Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Man, multiple spare husks. I'm doing great. Still in a dream, snake eater. Was that another one? Why am I looking at that? Whatever. Oh my gosh, a chum! Alright, see you later, big bug. Oh my gosh, there was an alternate intention the whole time. I feel silly. I wonder if there's anything in this tunnel, actually. There's an old, worn-out notepad by the tent. Read it. After all my journeying, my path inside the nest is blocked. The Hercules beetle, she blocks the way and refuses to move. I continue flicking through the scroll of notes. I am at my wit's end. The creature sleeps and will not move. I've tried attacking the beast, but its shell is hard as metal and she does not even acknowledge me. Further notes. There's an unusual plant that has overgrown the tower across from the nest. I plan to investigate this. The smaller beetles seem attracted to the plant. A final scroll on the back. The climb was extremely troubling. If only I had my own gliding stones still. Nevertheless, I made it. Holding the fruit that grows on the giant plant seems to agitate it and emit a harmless gas of some kind. Beetles seem to gather around as I do so. I will test my theory with the mother. The notes end. I see. So I figured it out. But if I hadn't, I could have come down this tunnel and gotten a clue. That's cool. I like that. I wonder if that guy was the skeleton. Anyway. Where are we going? North. Yes, that's right. You have to go very north. Okay. Was the turbine out here? Or was it the other way? The turbine is out here. Okay, let's take care of that since we're out, you know. Also, I should figure out what qualifies as scrap so I can pick it up. A lot of stuff seems to be plant life. Like, I see a lot of plants and rocks. I haven't really seen scrap metal of any kind. A lot of stuff is like bones. Like this, that is not scrap. That is bone. That's a lot of vertebrae. Sable, I'm on my last break at work. 60. Congrats on the cool desert cycle and mask, Sable. Long boy. That was a long boy. Goodness gracious. Like, is that scrap or is that just like stuff? Like, this is just... That's not... I have yet to see any scrap. I hope I find some soon. But again, all seems to be bone. Sable's like, yeah! Ah, that must be the, turbine thing. Alright, let's see what this place has in store for us. $60. A finger on the monkey's paw curls. You find Scrappy do. I hope not. He's a little noxious. I think he would not be good for the mood of this game. God forbid Aussie fish anywhere. Oh my gosh, a chum! We'll get those 8 billion eggs in no time. Oh, come on, you got the Sable. There you go. There you go. I'm already, like, thinking about what eventual art I might do for this game is going to be. If people vote on it on the Patreon, like, next month. And I'm like, I've got to have a Sable. I simply must. 60 said, I had to get food. Did we learn anything about the chums? I mean, we met their queen. And, like... collecting 5 and handing them to her, she was like, oh, cool. And she got emotional about it, and they gave us more stamina. So, that's what that's about. And now we need a lot more. Because she's like, I want 5. And I was like, I have 5. And she was like, awesome, now I want 15. Basically, when we find the eggs, we need to bring them back to her so that they have a safe place to hatch. "60. Is the chum queen a big chum?" Yes, and she's like curled around a tower. It's very cool. She was in like a cavern with like a hole in the top. And there were several doors around that I presume will open as we find more chums. She also told us not to spread word around that chum tears are powerful. And can boost your stamina. It's a neat way to do it, I think. Anyway, climbing. This game's gonna be so much climbing. Birds. A fire? I guess people do have to, like, maintain this place, and someone just isn't right now. Money. The wind tower. We made it! Alright, let's start snooping around. Awesome! Ham says, oh hey, the wind temple! No, it's a tower! Alright, can't go through there. Can go through here. We gotta go down, maybe? Probably gotta go down. Anyway, goes up instead. Ooh, careful. Goodness gracious, Sable. I don't know if I should have done that. Bouldering top. Though they won't help me climb further, the hand wraps and lightweight fit of this gear are great for making scaling mountainous heights more comfortable. Cool. We got clothes about it. I'm surprised that they're letting me do that. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, I do like it. I do like it. Like, it's not the same as the Breath of the Wild climbing gear. Looks cool, though. And I'm like, it does look cool, though. I messed up. That's okay. Alright, let's go the intended way now. I think. Yeah. 60 says, you gotta be more careful. I got a sweet crop top, okay? I'm doing great. Ham agrees, sweet crop top. Okay, we can't go further, actually. Not this way. This way, then. Ooh, careful now. Okay, so I guess I was going the right way, but I was doing it incorrectly. Well, I detoured for the top. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Burbed. I can hear the tower, like, trying to start up over there. There are also a lot of cracks in the walls. And if I was playing another game, I'd be blowing them up. But I'm not playing that game. I'm playing this game. Ham says, we can have a little sequence break as a treat. 60. I climbed the one tower and all I got was this shirt. It's a nice shirt. Alright. Oh, we can tilt the camera. That's interesting. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it opened something downstairs. Now we get a treat about it. Okay. No Korok. I don't know if there's fall damage, but I don't really want to find out by turning myself into paste, so like, I'm trying to be a little careful. A machinist top? Ooh! A standard uniform worn by machinists admitted. Machinists will always make sure each set has its own unique modifications for their own particular needs. We got 2 shirts! I like the bouldering top a little better for right now. Yeah, if this was Breath of the Wild, that spinning thing would have slapped you off the roof comedically. It would have. It would have been very funny. I hear like a ringing. Is that... Ah! It is a chum! The gentle chum chime. Great, where did I freaking park? The other side. Awesome. Oh, I see it. Okay. I see my machine. haven't seen any cartographers yet. Well, any new ones, I mean. I'm sure they're about, I just haven't seen them. Man, is this game pretty, though. Sable, off to close. Love you. Love you too. Good luck with the rest of your shift. I know it's like the end of it, but good luck anyway. $60. I tried to think of chum chime jokes, and now I have tub thumping stuck in my head. Well, that's on you. I can't believe we got 2 whole shirts. And we fixed something important in the desert. We're doing great. Fantastic, even. Balloon. Just as I was lamenting my lack of one. Let's hop up there. Wait, don't leave! I'm a paying customer! Get me up there! Ooh. Got it. Ah! Pardon me. I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here and how intimate that sometimes feels, despite it being so much a part of my gliding. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on the sand sometimes. I hope Ozimul doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? Can I buy a map? Of course! Ooh, I can get a badge as well. A map of the Sand Sea. We Ubexi spend most of our time in these scorching sands. Certain landmarks are familiar, but this map of the Sand Sea will help for the vast lands between. Made and sold by members of the Cartography Guild. Yes. Just the one. I seem to have nothing left for you. Cute. Thanks, Glider. Goodbye. Can I help you, Glider? What's worth a look nearby? She chuckles to herself. Of course, you don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there and you can see for ages. And Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You'll never guess why it's called that. I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a fan of insects, there's a giant Hercules beetle nest nearby. You know, rumor has it, they can lift 100 times their own body weight. What other regions are near? Why do you ask? Head south if you wish to see the white sands of the Wash. West, you'll find Red Sea and its myriad secrets. And to the east are the salt plains of the waste. Thank you. I thank the cartographer for her time. No problem, Glider. Come back whenever you like. Well, that was fun. Alright. Let's go get back on my bike. I don't know if this bubble runs out. I hope I don't have to find out. Okay. Looks like there's quite a few interesting things out here. Alright, let's get around this rock and proceed back towards Burnt Oak. I have some quests to turn in. Yeah. There it is. I was thinking about fast traveling, but I didn't want to flashbang people again. And because we didn't fast travel, look, we found our cartographer, so we've got our map now. Ham says it's nice being able to see big landmarks in the distance. True. It's very cool. Oh, I almost stole that guy's parking spot. Alright, I fixed the tower. How do I place markers again? Oh well. Actually, it's probably in the controls. Okay, it's not in the controls. Ah, there we go. It's out there. Okay, it's that big gray thing. Yeah, it had a show controls option. Never mind. Oh, did it? Oh, I'm silly. I skipped over it every time. I'm very good at video game. Anyway, hey, I fixed the tower. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Utari greets me warmly. How may I help? Utari's delight is obvious, and I see it even in my approach. They radiate with energy. You did it! Thank you, and well done, both of you. Did you have much trouble? None at all. Of course not. And why would you? You were meant to do it. Now for your... I won't say reward. Now for what you're owed. Utari produces a machinist badge, holding it out for me to take. You may have been late in coming, but here you are where you are meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you so choose, become one of us, who speak the unheard language of Simoon and her vast connections. This badge is but one, and you will need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the machinist. I thank Utari for it, and tell them I have much to consider. But for just a moment, I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear, distant and deep like a river below the sands. Listen. Ham, pet, pet. I'm good at video game, but only sometimes. Mail for me? No. Hi, I got your beetle husks. Why am I on your desk? Greetings, Glider. What can I do? I have the husks you asked for. This is great. Aoife started clapping the moment I caught her eye. Ah, you got them. Hope old Mother Beetle didn't give you too much trouble. I hand her the husks, lighter than air but strong as steel, and she slides them away in a cloth bag. These will really come in handy, thank you. Beetle badge? Actually, there's one more thing you can do for me. Can you take these husks to Ekria and deliver them to Aeon in the Chime Maker's workshop? Anything else I can help with? No. Sorry I had to stand on your desk to talk to you. That was weird. Okay. Oh, I can talk to another person. Well met, Glider. What's up with the statue? Ah, you may recognize her. Awana. She was a great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of the creatures we heard today. We teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well-fed and healthy. We had goats in my clan. Ah, so you're familiar with their temperament. I suppose you are Bexy? Say hello to Umar and Jati for me. What's in the glass vial? Oh, I made this. It's a color palette for a hover bike, inspired by my work as a herder. Here, take some, I insist. I'd be very proud to see you riding a bike with my colors, Sable. See you around. Thank you for the free colors. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I can pick up buckets. I'm sure it'll be useful later. Customized bike? It doesn't look like the front part changed at all. But I'm glad I can just swap the parts out all freely. I don't have nearly enough for all those scrapper parts, though. Alright, well. I don't know where Ekria is. I'm sure it's on my map. Yeah, next region over. But, I'm going to that thing I marked first. Maybe I can find some scrap there for Scrap Guy. Looks promising for Scrap. Doesn't look like it interact with any of said scrap, though. Like, look at all this stuff that's clearly lying around. My controller's shaking. I don't think that was it. No! A chum! I guess that's the tail. Because there was no, like, ringing sound that time. Oh, careful, careful. Stuff to fly through. Won't glide, I suppose. There's also a big old hole in the ship over here that I completely missed. I need to figure out how to get scrap. I wonder if that's in show controls. Nope, doesn't look like it. Right. Gotta climb and clamber. The Dunboyne. Battery down below. Not sure how to get to it yet. Better start clambering around, I suppose. Is this scrap? It is! Yes! Oh, battery up here. Much easier, actually. Oh. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Not sure why I did that, but here we are. Especially since this door going further in was already open. Damn, I think I saw another door on the last room. Never mind. It's okay. I can see the doors, don't worry. I can find them. I'm just silly. I just jump around. Alright. I see the battery over here. Oh, there's a couple options for this battery. Maybe I gotta, like, take them in and out. Like, remove it so I can make these walks. Aha! Okay. Well, I can't carry it by jumping around, like with jumps. Very sad. Also, if there ends up just being another battery lying around, I'll laugh. Because I am known to be silly. I missed. Whatever, at least I'm finally finding scrap. Ooh, okay, alright. So we don't have to navigate the whole thing by jumping. Excellent. Like I can, but I can't bring the battery with me. The battery's clipping into me a little, but it's fine. It's enrichment or something, okay? Don't even worry about it. Oh. Hello. Hey, what you got for me? I encounter a strange, luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. New user found. Hello, please enter your new username. I find myself whispering my own name. It suddenly feels odd in my mouth, like this is the first time I've said it aloud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I asked the mysterious figure about themselves. I am this ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus, but you can call me Saren. I ask Saren what they are doing here. I'm not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I'm attempting access ship records. Saren goes still for a moment. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Here are your unread messages. The panel blinks to life. Strange markings and symbols I assume to be ancient text spill across the screen as the background colors flash wildly. And then with a strange buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart, there are voices. Within long-range sensors, Captain. We're picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. Could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signature doesn't quite match. Maintain approach at current speed. What's our time to destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Good. Let's keep an eye on those energy signatures. And get Saren in on it, too, for pattern recognition. Captain? We need to purge our reactor chute if we don't. I know, I'm aware of the risks, Alice. But I'm not purging in the middle of space. We follow the protocol, and the recording fails. And the static continues. A few button pushes bring silence in a screen that looks navigable in some way, but I can't decipher anything. No unread messages. Goodbye. Alright, so we've got some lore happening on this big ol' ship. Very cool. Looking for, like, interaction points, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm sure that more will, like, unlock over time. Oh, I just want to keep playing, but you know what? You know what? It's already 10 p.m. Past even. So, that's gonna be it for Sable this week. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm having a great time. This game's awesome. I can't wait to play more. If you guys are enjoying the game as much as I am, please consider donating to my Patreon if you can. There's a wolf-shaped button underneath the streaming window. If you cannot see it, try stretching your browser window out a bit, as it does like to hide. We have 3 tiers available, $1, $5, and $10. Choose what works best for you. Thank you all so much for coming. Hope you had a good time. I hope you have a good rest of your evenings. And I hope you are all staying safe and taking care of yourselves. Good night, everybody!